Since the point of these videos isn't just to pontificate, to just give you guys a lecture on things that I've been learning, wisdoms I've acquired after so many years of doing this work and being in all sorts of different intimate bonds and things I've learned about relationships and all of that, I really want to just continue to be transparent about my own process and what I have going on currently, as well as what I've even had going on recently. So I've mentioned a couple of times this aspect of me that I call Lilith. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about Lilith today because, ladies, I really feel like you'll probably relate to some aspects of her, especially if you are a more fiery kind of woman, which some women have more than one element, or we all have more than one element, but some women are more one element than the other. For me, a lot of my process has actually been about embracing, but also balancing my fire. In Ayurveda, my dosha is often pitta, but I'm vata pitta, so I'm kind of like air and fire in a way. So if you know Ayurveda at all, you'll understand that. So even just talking about it in those terms, you can understand there's a balancing act going on inside of me. And for me, I feel like it's encapsulated in this Lilith aspect of me. So in this work that we do, just to preface here, we start with parts. We always start with parts. We have many videos about that, but we're not really a parts work offering. Ultimately, what we do with parts is they start to evolve. They turn into something else. So really, Lilith was perhaps originally, in a way, a soul aspect. Like, she's kind of a blend of a few different priestesses that I've met in my soul that have been through a variety of things. And then I also find that she is a bit matriarch. There can be some matriarchal energies that come through her, which are matriarchal energies are arguably patriarchal in a certain sense. More about that in another video. So she has a masculinity to her sometimes because of the energies that can come through her. And she's also very sharp, passionate, and I would say she's illuminating. So this is the leading edge of the fiery energy inside of us, is illumination. It's passion. It's not just rage. It's not just fire coming from like, oh, I'm so angry. It's and down with the patriarchy and this is the thing that's bad that I'm mad about right now. It's more about like, here's a truth. When she's in a more grounded state, I would say it's more, here's my truth. Plain as day, direct, but also heart open. And so there's leading edges and trailing edges, as we call them, going on in aspects like her. But the reason why I don't really call her a part is because she's not, well, often what we refer to as parts is more an aspect of your personality. So something that had to come forward, that had to form to cover up your essence because your essence wasn't safe in a particular situation or relationship. So a trauma happens to us and then a part forms. And so a lot of this happens in childhood, but it happens throughout our lives. Just interfacing with the patriarchal energies of the matrix that we're born into, interfacing with the matrix, even interfacing with modern day spirituality. And there's a lot of trauma that can happen there. So there's different parts that form in response to that to take care of us, to take care of themselves. And sometimes these parts protect each other as well. They have some kind of relationship with each other or they don't. So in our process, this is the inner unification process that's always kind of going on. So with Lilith, she's more like a facet of my feminine, and she's one I'm actively working with right now because there's just a lot to digest with her. Things she's digesting, things she's picking up on intuitively and validating her, and also some of her pain that comes up sometimes, but also her gifts. And the fact that she is incredible. She's an amazing part of me that I love so dearly. And I'm saying that out loud for her to really hear that because she can be hard on herself sometimes still. So I continue to work with her on that. And I invite in Divine Mother to help me, to support me with her because she helps to soften Lilith's energies even toward herself. And it's really beautiful. And so Lilith, when it comes to interfacing with, let's say, sacred union, with even her own sacred union desires, when she's interfacing with the masculine inside and out. It's been quite a process of helping her soften, but also hold her truth, hold what she is trying to illuminate for herself, but also for my partner or whatever masculine is around me. And so this is challenging for her, when she really sometimes idealizes gentleness, just wanting to feel herself more in this gentle side of the feminine. And I have that in me as well. And I would say that Lilith has that capacity too, but she's so passionate and she's got lots of alchemy, and she's one of the driving forces behind these videos that I'm doing, actually. So there's a lot to honor in her. And so yeah, when it comes to her interface with the masculine, it's been quite a process of helping her feel like she even has space to express in a bond, and that it's safe for her to come out, because she does have so much passion and cares so much about people, and cares so much about herself and my other parts and aspects, and also like cares about the man a lot. But then if he's not caring for himself, she's at an impasse with him, because he won't receive the mirrors. And these mirrors aren't necessarily readouts. They have been in the past. That's part of my trailing edge here. Reading out the man, going too much to his side, trying to figure out what's going on with him and telling him what's going on with him, where it's really not my place. But as his feminine on the outside, to offer some reflections or just impact. That's where Lilith has come in to help with that expression, and not to shrink away or try, because it could potentially rock the boat of the bond or hurt his feelings or something. So she's really essential for that. And so you can feel probably that ongoing journey that I'm having with her as I share that, where it's like helping her illuminate truth, but then also feel and balance that. So I imagine that you may relate to this, any women who are listening, like I said at the beginning, or you may not, and that's okay. But there is something to having an aspect like this, who's like a darker feminine energy, that helps us truly unearth who we are in another way, beyond a wounded feminine expression, but truly finding and creating, like blazing a trail for ourselves in our lives. And then also just, the ache to be met in the passion that we're trying to express and the love we're trying to express in life. And this is challenging sometimes. So just wanted to share a bit about Lilith today, and Lilith wanted to share about Lilith today. So that feels good to me. And yes, I welcome any questions or comments. And of course, if this intrigues you and you want to know more, just dive into our website. I'll leave the link to the sessions page down below. Bye for now. Thanks for listening.